Hey everyone, Chase here at Rocky Mountain ATV, and this is my first impressions of the new M5 helmet from Alpinestars. All right everyone, thanks for checking in. We're out here today at OCAMX having a good time spinning some laps, and I'm riding in the new M5 helmet from Alpinestars. If you haven't heard about this helmet yet or seen it, it's their new mid-level price point helmet. So you've got the M10, which is their flagship model, the M8, and now you have the M5. So I'm glad to see this come out. I know there's a lot of people that like the M8 and the M10, but price point is probably just a little bit out of reach for a lot of riders. So now you have the M5, which isn't the exact same shell design, but it's pretty dang close. So you have a great helmet that looks great, looks pretty similar to those, but at a much lower price point. You're well under the $300 mark. So riding in today, here's what I've noticed and what I really like about this helmet. It is super lightweight. So being a mid-level helmet, it's polycarbonate shell. That's not uncommon. And usually when you have, helmets at lower prices that have a polycarbonate shell, they tend to be a little bit heavier. Well, not with this. They did a good job making this thing light. And a size medium, which I'm wearing, comes in, I think, right at 3 pounds. It might even be a smidge less than that. In fact, I picked it up and then I picked up a Fly Formula, which is one of the lightest helmets that we have. And this thing is not far off from that. So super lightweight helmet. The fit for me is true to size. It's a really comfortable helmet. So I love those two things about it. They've also got some cool safety features built in at this price point. The first one that I like is the visor system. So the visor is not adjustable. For some people that might be a con. For me, it's not really a big deal. I don't really find myself adjusting my visor too often, but I like the breakaway design. And they took, a bite of their M10 and M8 and they put it to the M5. So you can see the visor has already a lot of flex to it. So if you go down, you're much less likely to break it, but it does have a cool release system. So the visor pops right off, and you can see right here, you've got these little orange pieces. So if the visor does break away, like I said, you're less likely to break it because it has so much flex. But then to put it back on, just line these back up, and you're ready to go ride again. So I like the breakaway system. Also on the inside, they have a 5 density EPS liner. There's not many helmets that I'm aware of that have a 5 density EPS liner. And what that means is that in the areas that are more critical, where you're more likely to have an impact, they put an EPS that's a little bit more dense. And then in the areas that you're not as common to have those impacts, they put a less dense EPS liner. And that way, it just kind of helps lighten up the helmet, and it gives you the most safety in those areas that you're gonna need it the most. So pretty cool that they've done that. As far as the venting goes, it's got a good vent design. There's a lot of intakes on here. You've got good exhaust vents. For me today, it's in the low to mid 90s. And, as far as breathability goes, breathing for me in the helmet, I never really notice it or pay too much attention to it when I'm riding. When I really notice it is when I stop riding and if I feel like my head is on fire. With the M5, I didn't really feel that. So I know it's doing a good job of getting airflow coming in. As far as goggles and the eye port, it's plenty big. I've been wearing Oakley air brakes today. I've tried on the 100% Armega, which is honestly one of the bigger goggles that is out there. Those fit in the eye port just fine as well. But in any case, the M5, good job Alpinestars. You're under 300 bucks, super comfortable, lightweight, and you've got some good safety features built in. So if you like the M8 or M10, and those are just a little out of your reach as far as price goes, check out the M5. If you have questions or comments, if you want more of my feedback, I'm more than happy to give that to you, so leave those below. To grab one of these and see the other great colorways, click on the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. Orders over 75 bucks, ship free, and don't forget, we have our fit guarantee. We know fit's important, so if you buy this helmet or any helmet that we sell, if you don't like how it fits, send it back in brand new unused condition, and we'll give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange for the same helmet in a different size or a completely different helmet, just to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. I'm Chase at Rocky Mountain. See you on the trails.